It wasn't there. Hell yeah. Steelers. Man. Yes, sir. Damn, what is Pittsburgh? Oh. Hell yeah. Throw some water in here. You could do the Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Yes, sir. Yup. Oh, yeah.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Tired of seeing that ugly ass coach. Fucking bald redneck. Yeah. All right.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, no.
And this one too low.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Holy shit.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State.
That was awkward. He just
well
threw it.
Upfield across the 45. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen out to his left.
Us.
On ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Flight of the Bumblebee.
Take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there.
And bunnied over teammates.
It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
This nigga might be wide ass open.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
It
got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, 88 yards. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Demolishes.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
I know, that's fucking crazy.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Yeah, it's all good.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
Oh, my God.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six.
Pittsburgh too much today.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the
I haven't even
touched
touched
on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Yeah.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first. And Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Back to bags.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football.
Back to Buffalo.
I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it.
All right, I'm going to do
the
middle
defensive
shit.
Players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. They still find ways to make it free.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Oh, my God.
26 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point.
Yeah. This is torch.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Hell no. They're just probably enjoying watching
this
it.
For a start, 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Us, nigga.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with
That's
him
the
to
Bama
force that
boys.
to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yeah.
Now Allen off the bootlegs. Throwing deep here for Coleman.
Toe taps.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to
dog
run
walk
by
these
guys.
motherfuckers.
And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
On that.
Right side here, caught by Kincaid. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
The luckiest
and
shit.
all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 51 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it.
Oh.
And he'll get in for the score.
It was set up there.
Lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
He just poaches that bitch.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens.
Give me that shit, bitch.
And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them.
Cowboy.
That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, like, we haven't had nothing that exciting in a long-ass time.
Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch me.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right.
Yep. Oh,
And
he would have caught that hell
It's
too.
incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down
Pickens
and
on the
throw
inside
it,
is nasty.
and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
It's a great ball. That nigga's radius is crazy.
Around the 15-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. It's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Wilson.
Today I got.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
What?
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdowns.
Hit him with that violin.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Whoa. Nah, that's nuts.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in an open really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
To throw, it's Allen.
Yeah. Play it.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
We're going to the grip.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Love it. Love it. Too fast. Too furious.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back.
Gundam style.
6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see build this kind of lead in the opening quarter.
Like we were
they
mastering it.
Clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At this point,
Don't
we need the
it all
Giants
back at
to the
once,
Browns.
but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go
See how
on
filthy
second
we
down.
really are. Yeah. The Jets.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Oh, spinning away. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incomplete.
Panthers. Let's do Panthers.
Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged.
Oh, my
and
God.
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Here.
Now inside the 25.
Oh, my God.
That would have been tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
Stupid. That would have set this video off.
On the afternoon, and the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Boswell good with the extra point. It's on here in this first half.
Probably like, bro, what's going on?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about an incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air, Allen. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that is now his fifth interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
We can hit it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the run is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Them niggas are shiesty too.
Well, now how about this return?
This is some Steelers.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Rapidos.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Fact.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Points.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Fact.
Here's Allen to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And
Pickens
the Steelers
vertical.
will take over here just shy of the 30. And this is one heck of an individual performance from
200.
witnessing.
Yeah. Them niggas were like, fuck that, dude. Slaughter. Play one more. We use Carolina. Yeah. Hopefully we play some comp. Hell yeah. But we were like on crack. Yeah, yeah. Like on point. We could really run this shit for money against niggas. Nasty. Sick. Come up with a real, like a whole scheme for real. Facts. I'm definitely fucking with the receiver. I think they got Thielen. Yeah, they're like 17. Let's go Eagles. Hell yeah. The pitchbacks. Oh my gosh.
And we welcome all our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte.
Dookie.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Yeah. Okay. Who were they? Okay. Sanders.
Looking to throw, Young.
Oh my goodness.
It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Yep.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Panthers are kind of moving.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
No, sir. Good dude.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3 and out to start the game.
Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on, but bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide.
Fuck.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Looks like we're going to have to dig a little bit.
37 yards. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Yep.
Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Gotta be white.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Young.
That's stealing time.
Open here, Adam Thielen.
Sure.
And he'll be
that
taken
was
down
OD.
Before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
A slant.
Now
Oh, I got him
Young.
beat. Oh, no, fuck that. I'm back with it. Ooh.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Yeah.
Now Young.
I'm cutting out. I got PI.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing, Young.
Oh, why did it do that? What?
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions
damn,
thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
They got Bryce fucked up.
They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it. And put the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Facts. That nigga's kind of like big. Yes, sir. Carolina.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin
I'm
their
finna
next
burn this
drive.
dude.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your
quarterback.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Fucked up.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with
I wouldn't even know
in the first half. Now maybe it's not.
I pressed circle on accident right when you hiked it.
That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now Burrow.
Weak ass shit.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Play action. It's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now it's Burrow.
Oh.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Insane.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Get off me, little ass nigga,
And the
Jamar.
Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win.
I'm gonna run the slant.
Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was.
Finna hit him with that cut.
In a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Fuck. Bet. Yeah, I'm gonna outside cut.
Young.
Oh no, I'm good.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Killer.
6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I'm a cut in, cut out, but deep. Oh shit! I keep doing that. Actually, okay, I'm gonna cut out. Same thing.
Young to throw it.
Oh, oh. That would have been nasty.
Here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. So the completion results in 9
it was
yards.
there, nasty.
And they're going to face an uphill battle.
Like, look, they're all following me.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Yeah.
Now on
Got him.
3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect
him with the play.
An uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Young to throw on 4th.
Oh, good catch.
He's got a man complete, and he is going to have a
Panthers
first down. And
had to like run to the right more.
Right there, a big play on 4th and long.
I'm slanting and vertical up the middle. Yeah, straight down the middle.
Again, it's
I fucked him up.
That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen.
Quick.
37 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Okay.
Room to
Huck
run
him
at
down.
the 50.
Fuck that. Huck him down.
Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Right down the
middle.
middle.
Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw.
I was there.
He's caught for the 2 points.
I hit triangle and he just kept running.
I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Let's go, tutty for tutty, man. Oh, shit.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Miss.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Out.
But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
I'm going to run the slant down the middle and then vertical up the middle. Yeah.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
Oh, gosh.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
4th and 1.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
I'm gone. Yeah.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it.
Brycey. Brycey.
They cannot convert. They turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Like, Dak is not faster than him. Yeah.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's
All
scared.
defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Crazy how good the Panthers were with Cam Newton, bro.
Burrow will throw.
Oh,
now a
like,
short one to Gesicki. Oh, leaves him behind. Gets through, and now an opening.
Okay.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To the air again, Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
Okay, bro.
Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Like, what?
Mike Gesicki, a 16-yard touchdown.
I just dove
and
dead
the
in his
Bengals
stomach.
have taken a 2-touchdown
And it
lead
didn't even
now.
do that.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he
Look at
did
this
was
shit.
get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Boom. Move. Nah.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
Oh, look at this fucking
Oh, they
idiot.
flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
That's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Yeah.
Here's Young.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Damn.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still
Yeah, I'm
a
running
second
quick. I'm
half that
running
they have to
slants.
play. But
Same
so
as that I
far,
just did,
an
like a
absolute
real
total
close one.
effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback.
Yeah.
They forced him into errant
Let's see if
throws.
this little nigga right
Everything
here
they're
got some
doing
speed on.
has been executed well.
That one complete till again.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
Do mesh.
So the completion gets him just
a yard. I'm going to be the running back.
It'll be 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Yeah.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back.
Oh, fuck.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
All right, this time hit me on a quick one. Slant.
To throw, Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. Oh, he's got a little daylight. So the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going.
Running back.
And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
To the air once more, Young.
Oh.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
That would have been nasty.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
We're going to come back by doing just mesh.
Throwing the football while we look at the defense. They came in prepared.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Nigga. We had to talk at halftime.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
Bro.
I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more.
Hell no.
Keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll buy some time right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 3rd and 8.
It's cooking. Sun's coming.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Oh, and he throws a vert. Oh, thank you.
It's incomplete.
Thank you, yeah.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
Bitch. Make this nice and quick.
He throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Magic.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs.
I'm going to run this. Oh, I'll run Thielen's. Or no. Who is it? Hold on. Okay, I'll run this slant.
Young.
What the
fuck? And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now.
I'm going to be Trimble.
Get 2 more stops and limit the damage
to
a field goal.
Slant.
Now here's Young.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Do the quick,
another
the
attempt,
slants,
another incompletion.
and I'm going to try to
when I
hit
look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain. Or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Nah, we're going to score. Run the slants. Yeah.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going
I'm going to go with Sanders. I'm going to run like a... Oh, shit.
Young to throw it.
Yep. Moneyland, boy.
He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
That nigga stayed on that little cut. Yeah. They want to beat us so bad.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And we don't stop. No.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small. And
run behind me.
Going to be intercepted yet again.
Okay.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Just like that.
And that one puts them on top here in the third.
And feeling that Panther now.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Right back to Brown. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Burrow.
Oh, why did I do that?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I left my whole side.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, that's a pick if you don't get Burrow.
Running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. A third quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
See if you can drop back fast enough.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
It's 3rd shit. Okay. It crashed you? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna win it for us.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Young.
Bro, okay, yeah, Bryce is on some shit.
Too far out in front.
That was nice work there defensively. It incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Young now. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I know, good-ass game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. It'll be Young again. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hubbard trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
The Panthers.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Nigga was a Heisman Trophy winner.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Yeah. They got something against Cam, the NFL.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a 2nd and 10.
Niggas can't call plays.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Young.
Got him.
This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
We can't beat this.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
With the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Hell yeah.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd down.
For real.
Here's Burrow. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And Young's going to throw it here.
Right.
And it's knocked away.
They got him
and
underthrown
incomplete.
everything.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. A little juke, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Off the play fake, Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here's another interception.
Yeah.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's crazy.
To throw, Burrow.
Bro, I'm getting bumped.
This is
I just got
it's
screened.
complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Holy.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Now Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Nigga.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Trimble, 45 yards. And the Panthers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. This is 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a first down, but the tackle comes in bounds.
They don't know what to do.
Throwing, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. He's still on his feet. And he will bring this one back into pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to
Bro,
that
that
lead
got tipped
with
like
another
twice.
pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
It's over. Undefeated. Showed out in Carolina. Bryce, 4 TDs, 283. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was 21-20. Yeah. Man. Smack that ass. Shit, alright, I'm finna some hay. It's already